how you doing there? Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar. And this is a very special lesson because it's a request from a very special girl named Mia. Huge shout out to Mia. So Ashley from the Facebook group, one of my biggest helpers and supporters, and just one of the people that's helped me build up the group, his daughter is having some health issues, and I just wanted to do something for you, Ashley, and for you, Mia, however I can, you know, with whatever I have to offer. So I asked Ashley, I want to help you, what can I do to help? And he told me that Mia, again, shout out to Mia, has been asking him for me to play this tune called Troublemaker, which I didn't really know, but it's a really cool, funky tune. So I checked it out, and in honor of Mia and Ashley, I'm going to be teaching this lesson today. So huge shout out to you guys. This lesson is for you. I'm not going to talk about any of my stuff in this book. This is just, in this lesson, it's all just for you guys. So basically, what I'm going to be teaching in this lesson is the main riff of the tune. So it's going to be a funk lesson, right? So I'm going to be teaching you this basic way of keeping this funky groove going. And with your left hand, you're going to be doing the rhythmical part of it, okay? So that's going to be the first part of the lesson, just kind of how to get started with that, how to do that. And then the second part of the lesson is also going to be how you could, on this last chord here, so it goes, how you could take this chord, which is a C minor, the last chord, and modify it up and down the neck to create interesting little ideas. One little example would be, right? I'm going to be showing you how you can know where those notes are and how to, you know, do that on your own, right? Create those little licks. All right, so let's get into the close-up now. Again, Ashley and Mia, my blessings go out to you. I hope that this lesson and this video somehow, my blessings, can you say my blessings? I don't know if I can send blessings. I guess I can. My prayers go out to you. I'm with you guys. You know, the folks in the group, I'm sure, are also very supportive. You know, if you guys need anything, just let me know and I will, you know, get the group behind me to help you guys out if there's any way we can do that, okay? All right, let's get into the close-up now. See you there. All right, so welcome to the close-up, everybody. So I'm playing this on an electric guitar, so it's obviously much easier for me than it is for you if you only have an acoustic. I'm going to show you how you could play this on an acoustic as well, but we're going to start it off with the electric guitar kind of version, okay? So basically I'm playing a G sharp on the 13th fret, and then the cool thing is that it's just going to move down to a G. So it's just a half step down. And then it's going to end off on the C minor, which is barring down on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string on the 8th fret. And for this G sharp, what I'm doing is I'm barring down the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string on the 13th fret, and I'm just holding the bass note here on the 11th fret, okay? So bass, and then these guys. You could just play these three, but I kind of like to fatten it up with that bass. So it's going bum bum ba da 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 dum bum bum ba da 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 dum da 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 da, and that's kind of the main kind of rhythmical thing that we're going for. Bum 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 da 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 bum bum da 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 bum bum, right? So that's what you kind of want to have in your head. ba-da-da-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, that's kind of the basic rhythmical sound that we're going for. And the way I'm accomplishing that is with my left hand much more than with my right hand, okay? So my right hand is really mostly maintaining this down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's just doing this down, up the whole time. Except for when I do that bum, bum, right? So that first bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da, bum, bum. Though that's the only time down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this thing going, and then with my left hand, I'm applying and releasing pressure. So this is something you're going to have to get by ear more than anything else, right? But what you want to practice doing, and if you've never done this before, it's going to feel very strange, but you're going to want to practice keeping this right hand just moving. And then with your left hand, I hope you can see how I'm applying and releasing pressure. Look at my left hand. And that's really the foundation of funk playing, right? Keeping that right hand just grooving along there. And then what I would recommend doing is try to get this bum bum ba da 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 bum bum ba da da da, that thing going, but also try to just freestyle. Freestyle and see kind of how it feels to have that right hand be moving and the left hand be both adding in those notes and releasing those notes. And have the left hand be the one determining the rhythm as much as the right hand is doing, right? Because now they're both kind of rhythmical determinators. I don't know if you can say that, but anyways. Okay, so that's the practice, and that's how you're going to get good at this. Just by freestyling with it, being musical with it, and just by experimenting. Me telling you down, up isn't going to teach you this. You're going to have to really just, go for it, okay? Now that you know the concept, just try to apply that pressure, release that pressure, keep that right hand going, okay? It could be a down, up the whole time, or you could do like a, just whatever, just play with it, okay? I know I'm very liberal with my teaching, but it really comes down to experimenting, Children learn to talk because they're not afraid to sound like they're idiots. They just talk and talk and talk, right? And just by doing that, that's how they get good, okay? So don't be afraid to sound bad at first, okay? Just like kids aren't afraid. Just talk, play, okay? That's how you really develop this stuff. Okay, so that G sharp, 13th fret, right? Going down to the 12th fret, and then again barring here on the 8th fret. And I'm going for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. You could hit that 4th string in there too. That's going to give you a C minor 7. You could do it, don't have to do it. An alternative to these two chords would be to play this here. Okay. So that's kind of like what you would find in a bar chord, except I'm cutting it down to only these notes. Okay. So I'm playing the notes that would be in a bar chord, but without this one and without this one. All right, and I'm just now fingering it differently, okay? So that's the 4th fret, the 5th fret, and the 6th fret going down, okay? So all right, play around with that. And now for kind of the funnest part, or one of the fun parts in this lesson that I really enjoy doing, is taking this last chord, which is a C minor, and doing cool things to it, okay? So basically, since this is a C minor chord, all of the notes in the C minor pentatonic are going to work as little fill notes, okay? Or notes that you could play in between, okay? So an example of that would be, once I do this, I could add in this note. That's like the first obvious one that works really well. And look how nice it sounds. See, now instead of just staying here and doing that da 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 kind of rhythmical figure, I'm adding in this note. You could, I don't want to complicate things. Let's just stick to the pentatonic for now. Okay, so and notice how I'm keeping that thing going. Before I hit these two, before I do that, there's still this thing happening. Okay, so that's the first obvious little thing that you could do. The second thing would be the second position of the C minor pentatonic, right? But we're not going to take all the notes, we're just going to take these two, right? So this is the first position, this is the second position. So now what we could do, we know that these two notes, that these four notes are in the scale, right? So you could keep this and then just add this. So, see that? Now I went even further down. I moved into the third scale of the C minor pentatonic, okay? So if you know where these are, you can move up and down the neck, right? And add in those little phrases. So, okay. So basically what I want you to do is learn the first C minor pentatonic scale, the second one at least, maybe the third one, right? And then, you know, experiment with adding in these little notes into that C minor chord after you've kind of strummed it the first time, okay? So experiment with that. Let me just show you a couple that work really well if you don't know the scale yet, just so you can kind of get started with this without learning the scale as well, okay? So the first one that works really well is this one. The second one that works really well is just to add your pinky on the 11th fret. The next one that works really well is to just play both of these. So that's the 11th fret, first and second string. Another one that works great is this one. So that's the 13th fret. So, okay, so just with that alone, I'm improvising here, but you can see how cool it sounds and how well it works. Okay, so and then the last one I'm going to show you is just this one where you add in only the first string and you keep the second string held down with the first finger. So really slow. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so that will, and one other really cool and obvious one is from the 5th position, right? These two. Okay, so that's right behind the first position of the first pentatonic. It's right back here, okay? So if you want to learn more about these shapes, if you don't know them and you want to learn how they look and how to connect them and all of that, I have a whole entire course within the All Access membership that teaches that. I know I wasn't going to talk about my stuff in this lesson, but this course will help you, okay? So I recommend taking that course because it really will help you learn to connect all of the shapes, all right? All right, let me know how it goes. See you there. All right, I hope you liked this lesson. Let me know if you did. Give it a thumbs up. Again, Ashley, Mia, this one is for you. I hope that it has inspired you, given you some motivation, and just brought some joy into your day. All right, Henry Olson here. See you guys very soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.